victory, middleweight medallion holder, Liam Black.
We are back here for the second half of Evolution of Champions, and we're kicking it off with the new middleweight medallion holder, Liam Black, who defeated Mark Raspa Jr. 13 days ago at We've Been Here. Certainly no shortage of confidence on this young man. And now he has the hardware to back it up. And of course, the man whom Liam Black defeated for that middleweight medallion, Mark Raspa Jr., he'll be in action later tonight in a #1 contender match against his high-fashion tag team partner, Sebastian Valentino.
You know what? Let me talk! I'm gonna do something great for each and every single one of you! You get to see your guilty pleasure wrestle for you tonight! So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna issue an open challenge to any middleweight in the back that isn't Mark or Sebastian, because those two buckos deserve nothing. So, whoever wants to come down here and find out why I'm the greatest middleweight in the world, well, please be my guest.
Well, an open middleweight challenge here to anyone other than Mark Raspa Jr. and Sebastian Valentino, and it's Ezra Coleman.
Middleweight medallion championship match. From Abington, Pennsylvania, weighing 155 pounds, the fast track, Ezra Coleman.
Ezra Coleman certainly very opportunistic. Last night at TRL 82, answering an open challenge from the Broad Street bully Jake Manley, who had issued a beat the clock challenge trying to defeat Ezra Coleman in a shorter time than Mike Z's opponent of Devlin Ridley. And Coleman was able to withstand the 2-minute match, and it was declared a no contest. We'll of course see Manley and Mike Z in action later tonight, but for now, Ezra Coleman looking to once again seize an opportunity here and might walk out of here tonight as a champion, holding that middleweight medallion. That would certainly be the fast track to titlehood. There is the bell. And Liam Black taking umbrage a little bit with the crowd here. And Liam Black laughing off the moniker of Softy being given to him by the crowd here. As now ducking underneath, leapfrog. Oh. Now sunset set up here, but only for a 1 count. Ducks underneath again. Huge leapfrog. Leaps once again, and this time head scissor takeover. Was briefly caught and then took that momentum over, and now Ezra Coleman charging in, looking for a monkey flip. And sends the middleweight medallion holder over into the corner. Arm dragged out of it here. And drop kick right to the pectorals sends the middleweight medallion holder, Liam Black, to the outside. And now where's Ezra going? Over to the apron here. Goes for the punt, but it's caught, and the leg is swept the other way, and face first into the apron goes Ezra Coleman. Asking how soft that is, and it certainly was not. Now a lateral press here, and only a 2 count. Taking umbrage with the Softy nickname, and certainly showing with that chop that Liam Black is anything but. Now a lateral press here, also pushing the hand on the face as well, but Coleman kicking out. Whip is reversed into the corner, boot up, now to the second rope, no, going all the way to the top. But Ezra Coleman leaning on the rope and accidentally crotches Liam Black on that top rope. And now a series of clotheslines here from Fast Track Ezra Coleman, an inverted atomic drop. And a drop kick as well. Now rolling on through to the corner. And a kick to the back of the head, and Liam Black almost looking like he turned up another gear here, and knee right to the back of the head, and Coleman could be out here. It almost seemed like for the opening couple of minutes of the match here that Liam Black was almost kind of plowing around, and oh no, that package pile driver, that was what was used to win the middleweight medallion off of Mark Raspa Jr., and it's victorious once again here.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official time, 4 minutes, 19 seconds. The winner of this bout is still holder of the Monster Factory middleweight medallion, Liam Black.
Liam Black initially taking Ezra Coleman lightly, but it's almost as if a switch went off inside of him. And the intensity just got turned up to another level, and Liam Black still your middleweight medallion holder. And now flaunting and flexing it off to anyone and everyone who will see. And still to come, we have that #1 contender match between Mark Raspa Jr. and Sebastian Valentino. And of course, the Monster Factory Championship later tonight.
One fall with a 20-minute time limit.
But first, we have a rematch from 13 days ago.
Introducing first, from the 215, weighing 215, a Broad Street Bully, Jake Manley.
Jake Manley still rather upset with the crowd who are chanting Baldy. Thanks to Manley having his head shaved a couple of months ago in that hair versus hair match that turned up to 11 against Brian Murphy.
his opponent, from Allentown, Pennsylvania, weighing 170 pounds, Guarantee Mike Z.
Now, Guarantee Mike Z, just 13 days ago at We Been Here, had a victory over Jake Manley. You have to wonder what the Broad Street Bully is going to do to, as far as adjustments to make sure that that result doesn't happen again. You have to wonder if there are some tricks in Guarantee Mike Z's book to make sure that history repeats itself from almost 2 weeks ago. And there's the bell. We are set to go. Manley already with his focus diverted away from his opponent, Guarantee Mike Z. Well, now looking for a test of, well, short-lived test of strength. The boot to the midsection leads to the standing side headlock. Now ducks underneath. Took a bit of a shot to the throat there and then charges in, but gets arm drag for his trouble not once, but twice. And a hip toss as well. And another of those for Manley. Charging with a clothesline, ducking underneath. Back suplex, and Guarantee Mike Z looks to be picking up where he left off at We Been Here. Z now up on the second rope. Cross body block caught. All the way around into a backbreaker and a senton. Here's the hook of both legs, but Z able to get the right shoulder up before the three. Crowd showing their support, chanting Z, Z, as Jake Manley now with a suplex flowing over in just a series of those right hands, those bullying right hands, and a double stomp right on the sternum. That'll knock the wind out of you. Possibly even crack a rib. A double underhook here. Into a backbreaker once again, hooks both legs. And again, Z able to get out of it. Manley continuing to allow himself to get distracted by the crowd. You'd think on a hockey rink he wouldn't be distracted this much by chirps, as he, again, less than a count away from victory. Now, waistlock, release, German suplex, no bridge, all impact. But again, focusing more on the crowd. Allowing Mike Z an opportunity to recover. Even that little bit could prove costly. But for the moment it doesn't. Sent to the opposite side, following in with a European uppercut. Kick to the side of the head. Hooks the leg, but again, right shoulder up. Certainly getting rattled here by the crowd is the Broad Street Bully, Jake Manley. not exactly Shorzy throwing chirps at him. And now charging in. Wait, sunset flip through. 1, 2. Manly able to roll out. And now looking for a backslide. Has the leverage too, but again, Manly able to roll away. Not able to drive those shoulders down for 3. Looking for the mic drop, but Manly able to adjust. And now looking again for that release German suplex. Z folded up like an accordion, now hooks the left leg, 2, and again the right shoulder up. Calling for the Jake Manly guarantee? What is this? Imitation, not exactly the sincerest form of flattery, but Z doing a decent job replicating Manly's German suplex. And now a right hand, battling right hands back and forth. Jake Manly, Mike Z, trying to get the better of one another. Z looks to have the advantage here, sent to the ropes, shoulder tackle. And now Mike Z starting to feel that momentum. Olympic slam. And now looking for the mic drop, but again, out of the way and a rake of the eyes. Ref, I don't think, saw it. Now up on the shoulders. Down for the 2-1 drive. Looking for that top rope elbow, the second half of the penalty kill. And he gets it. Did he get enough of it? Lateral press, 2, and the right shoulder up once again of Mike Z, just able to escape the 3 count. Now trying to get Z up for the torture rack. And now Z trying to replicate, do the same. Both fought off, but there's the mic drop. Hook of the leg, 2, and now it's Manly with the right shoulder up. The crowd in disagreement, but the referee spot on with the call. Looking for the Mike Z guarantee, but Manly had it scouted. Knee right to the chin. And again, Z kicks out. Man down, not enough to do it here. Looking for the Broad Street blackout. But Z escapes and hits the guarantee. And that will do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official time, 8 minutes, 29 seconds. The winner of this bout, guaranteed Mike Z.
So Manly had it scouted the initial time, but Z was able to hit the guarantee out of nowhere, and that guaranteed victory for Mike Z. minute. Well, I'm being joined here at the commentator's desk by the recently victorious middleweight medallion holder, Liam Black.
This has got me good. It better got me good. You know what, Ferran? I'm just really upset Jake lost tonight. This is atrocious.
Well, I know that you and he have been mates for quite a while, and you've kind of gone on separate paths at the moment, and certainly have led your way to more victorious circumstances.
Ladies and gentlemen,
sir.
the following contest for one fall is a #1 contenders match to determine for the Monster Factory middleweight medallion.
Here for a front row seat, if you will, or a bird's eye view, I guess, a better way to put it.
Shame that one of these men is going to have to lose, but that's what's going to have to happen.
Introducing first, from Rahway, New
Who am I
Jersey,
kidding? I don't care. I don't like neither of them.
70 pounds, Sebastian Valentino.
Well, I know that you're not necessarily a fan of either of the competitors here, but I mean, do you have a preference of which one? Do you see a particular advantage? Is that what you're kind of looking for here?
Mark's, he's cooked. He's already cooked. I can see it. He's mentally, he's weak. Sebastian, good challenge. Obviously, easy defeat as well, but I mean, Mark in this state, very vulnerable. I have no interest in wrestling him, so I guess I'd go with Sebastian.
And Sebastian looking fashionable as always with the shimmery lavender affair there.
Looks gross.
Not sure what bar that would be, though.
Gross.
Bullet. From Woodbury Heights, New Jersey, weighing 165 pounds, the unkillable Mark Rathbone Jr.
You know what confuses me, Ferran, is they cheer this loser, this bucko, they cheer him every week. What is he giving them to cheer him? I mean, honestly. He lost to me because he's a loser, and now he's just running around blaming his friends. Like this, what? Come on. Then why are they cheering this guy? Why are they
I
cheering?
mean, to be fair, he did have quite a reign as the middleweight medallion holder.
Yeah.
I mean, 267 days.
Eh.
It's very impressive. Say what you will. I know that you aren't exactly a fan of Mark Rathbone Jr.'s, but I mean, I would think you would at least have respect for the reign that he had prior to the one that you started 13 days ago.
How long was his reign?
267 days.
Okay, I've been middleweight medallion holder for like 3 weeks, and mine's already better. So, no, I don't respect that.
13 days.
Yeah, exactly. Elapsed him already. Ferran. Thank you.
I don't know if the math quite maths on that, but that's neither here nor there as the bell sounds in this middleweight medallion #1 contender match. Certainly a bit of apprehension, at least it looked at the initial start here, because I mean these are two who are tag team partners, they're friends.
I mean, if you want to wrestle me, you gotta fight your friends, and that's what we're doing. These two blabbering along. Now it's time to find out who's worthy to face me. Did I do it on purpose? What? Who knows?
I mean, nobody was making any accusations one way or another, but
I don't know. No accusations here.
certainly not. And very evenly matched are these two. And I would imagine they know each other rather well. I mean, it'd be as if you ended up in a match against your Broad Street Bully brethren in Jake Manley.
That would never happen because we're always on the same page all the time, unlike these two. Clearly. But I will say this is a good test of strength. We'll admit.
It certainly is, and I just had to double check the records, and yes, that hasn't happened at any point. So I was going to see if you had any idea of what it felt, but I guess more of what, how would you feel if you were in that situation is probably the best way to put so. We have a cover here and a 2 count. Now in Oklahoma, roll the other way.
Oh.
Now crucifix. almost a crucifix bomb there, but Raspa able to escape before the 3. Now looking for the backslide here. Driving but not able to get the 3, and I think both of these individuals have the same mindset of, well, the longer this goes, the more violent it's going to get. I want to get this over as quickly as possible.
You know, they don't want to hurt each other's feelings. Who cares? Wrestle. This is how you find out who's worthy for Liam Black.
And we'll soon see who that may be, as a 2 count there on the schoolboy roll-up, and now a snapmare from Sebastian Valentino. Cartwheel, and there it is, the familiarity with one another. The drop kick evaded by Unkillable Mark Raspa Jr.
Unkillable's a strong word.
Well, it's the moniker that he goes by. I'm just reporting it as I do. It's what I do as a broadcast journalist.
Yes, I understand. But clearly, he can be killed.
Well, he was certainly defeated, albeit definitely not killed, as you see him here. Now springboard to the second rope from Valentino. Cross body block, but Raspa rolls through the other way. 2, and only 2.
And you know, Ferran, the whole, you and Jake, how would you handle it? How dare you try to spread fuel to a fire that isn't even started? I remember what you said.
It's just a curious question. I'm not trying to sow any type of division. I'm not, it's merely just seeing how you would relate in a situation similar to what's going on with these 2 in the ring.
But I will say,
drop kick here from Mark Raspa Jr.
Mark had that move scouted. I'll give him that.
Now a sling blade the other way and a hook of the leg, but able to power out of it is Sebastian Valentino. I'm just asking the questions that inquisitive minds out there, either watching here in the arena or watching on YouTube, would want to know.
Sure.
Putting my journalism degree to use here. And now, counter for counter here. Jockeying for position.
That's it.
Driven down for not quite the 3.
Wow. Consider me like the smidge bit impressed. Like, a tad.
Very minutely impressed is the middleweight medallion holder, Liam Black.
There you go. I like that word. It's a good one. Good vocabulary on you, Ferran.
I'd like to think I've learned a thing or two here. I'm doing this for almost 9 years now, and what a suplex there from Sebastian Valentino.
This is going exactly how I wanted it to go. Not saying, just saying, it's going fairly well. This is a good fight. Hopefully,
both very talented individuals, and one of them going to prove worthy as, well, the Meteor scouted there by Raspa. Oh, now set up here. Trying to roll out of that potential fisherman suplex.
You know what?
Powerbomb down.
You know what?
Sebastian Valentino now with a cover, a hook of the left leg, and Raspa able to power out of it.
That should have been 3. You know what? I'm going to go. You know what, Ferran? This has been great, but I have something to take care of.
Wait, something to take care of?
It's been great.
Wait, Liam Black taking the middleweight medallion off here. And now running to ringside. I know we wanted to get an up close and personal look, but that might be a little too close here. And now up to the second rope goes Raspa. Superplex. And now we have a pinfall, but who won this thing? Looked like both men's shoulders were down. Now referee calling Derek T. Lewis, our ring announcer, to ringside here for an official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? I've just been informed by the official that since both combatant shoulders were down for the count of 3, he has ruled this match on draw.
Oh, you know what that means? This is great. that means you both lost, just like you two losers, like I said. So now, neither of you faces me for my medallion. Oh, this is so great. This is so great. I'm gonna walk out now.
Yeah, it is great. It is great. It is awesome.
Uh-oh, the mood is about to change. There's Danny Cage.
Contenders. Thank you. I'd say play their music, but play mine or something.
Well, there you go. Danny Cage saying that there are two #1 contenders, and it looks like we have ourselves a triple threat middleweight medallion matchup for Because We Can on Saturday, June 7th, 2 p.m. Liam Black yelling over to me that it's a sham. I wasn't the one who made the decision. High fashion showing off there. I probably should have mentioned Mark Raspa Jr. with the decked in green and gray, probably looking like an after dinner mint bar. What a wild night it has been.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the main event of the evening.
But here we are, the main event. A fatal four-way for the Monster Factory Championship.
Are you looking for me? I ain't hard to find, I'm easy to see. I ain't hard to find, I'm on your TV. I ain't hard to find, I'm on your IG. Somebody said you looking for me. I ain't hard to find, I'm easy to see. I ain't hard to find, I'm on your TV. I ain't hard to find, I'm on your
The shirt says it all. Point camera here. He wants to be the focus. And tonight he wants to regain that Monster Factory Championship. He is the focus, Nick Batee.
I'm way too calculated for me to ever get nominated. If I was you and I saw me, I see why you be activated. Took a lot, I'm back on time. Y'all gonna have to get activated. Won't stop, my knees still high, even though I won't get nominated. Personal life with my wife, mind your business is complicated. All that matters is the fact that I'm still getting compensated. Hey, I've been on my grind for a very long time. I've been on your mind for a very long time.
Batee looking to join exclusive company and becoming a 3-time Monster Factory champion. That feat only done by 5 different individuals. Here is a man with no shortage of confidence. The only individual of these 4 not to hold the Monster Factory Championship at one time. Will tonight be his night? Here is the man who, thanks to some interference from Lucas Switch DeSangro, lost that Monster Factory Championship just 13 days ago at We've Been Here, and he is looking to get it back. Chris Desmond all through the crowd.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get my facts straight. If you coming up in my kingdom, get your act straight. I am not the one you wanna mess with. Aiming too high, better double check your metrics. I am like one in a million. Cold killer, no feelings.
And Desmond face to face with the Focus. No love lost between those two. Former members of the world-renowned faction, but they have to go through this man. One of the aforementioned three-time Monster Factory champions. 6'4", 260 pounds of the inevitable icon, Travis Jacobs. Between those three reigns, Travis Jacobs has held the Monster Factory Championship for 300 days.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following is a fatal four-way match for the Monster Factory Championship. Here are the participants. First, fighting out of Westville, New Jersey, weighing 202 pounds. He is a former three-time Monster Factory Tag Team Champion, a former Supersonic Champion, a former two-time Monster Factory Champion, and the 2024 Larry Sharp Memorial Cup winner. He is the Focus, Nick Batiste.
The accolades run long for all four of these individuals.
Next, fighting out of Levittown, Pennsylvania, weighing 200 pounds. He is a former Monster Factory Tag Team Champion and a former two-time Monster Factory Supersonic Champion, Lucas Twins DeCentro. Next, fighting out of Somerdale, New Jersey, weighing 175 pounds. He is a two-time holder of the middleweight medallion, a former Monster Factory Tag Team Champion. He is a 2024 Turkey Slam Rumble winner and a former Monster Factory Champion, the Heat Seeker, Chris Desmond.
The Heat Seeker looks on fire tonight.
And fighting out of Schoolville, New Jersey, weighing 260 pounds. He is a four-time Monster Factory Tag Team Champion, a two-time Supersonic Champion, and he is currently, for the third time, he is the reigning, defending, undisputed Monster Factory Champion. He is the inevitable icon, Travis Jacobs.
There's a feeling of combustion that looks ready to explode here once that bell rings. All four of these individuals want that title. Twitch wanting it for the first time. Desmond, Batiste wanting it back. And of course, Travis Jacobs, the inevitable icon, wanting to hang on to it. is the bell. Well, that gives you an idea of where we're starting here. And now right back to where we were at We Been Here. Just 13 days ago, Travis Jacobs and the Heat Seeker, Chris Desmond. Rolling through, definitely the advantage and the quickness is Desmond's here, but the advantage in power is certainly that of Travis Jacobs. Drop kick to the back, though. And the persistence off the charts here from Chris Desmond. Looking for that choke slam. Looking for the Heat Seeker. And now Twitch with a left forearm. And now a series of kicks to champion and one of the challengers. Now a kick to the back of the head for Jacobs. Boot caught, spun away. Now boot to the midsection from Desmond. Perching Twitch up, and another right hand. Looking perhaps for a superplex, but wait a minute. Jacobs was trying to powerbomb, but Batiste with a boot and now a shove sends Twitch tumbling to the outside. And now Jacobs sent shoulder first into the ring post. Kick to the side of the head from Batiste and a neck breaker now. The former world-renowned Brethren almost reacquiring the Monster Factory Championship. Well, at the moment, the focus seems to be a one-man cheering squad as he lays a double axe handle to the back of Chris Desmond. Former faction mate and world-renowned, but Nick Batiste in the last few weeks has been stating that world-renowned is dead as we know it. Now up for the fireman's carry. Twitch pulling on the boot of Desmond. They're battling on the apron. And now Desmond getting charged at, but now crotched on the top rope, courtesy of Nick Batiste. And the focus with a drop kick. Rolling to the middle of the ring, too, and Desmond able to get out of it. The focus saying, I'm taking my belt back, but that remains to be seen. Now a suplex, rolling through for a second. And now looking for a third. Just as nice when it's done thrice. Focus yelling new champ and getting slingshotted in and right onto the knees of Desmond is Nick Batiste, courtesy of the inevitable icon, Travis Jacobs. But there's Twitch looking for a mouthful of shame. Had it scouted, picked up, and power bombed down. And now trading right forearms. And now a boot is Chris Desmond and Travis Jacobs. Both laying haymakers here. And Jacobs sent to the outside, but on his feet, and now drags Desmond to the outside. It's a fatal four-way, so no countouts. They can just battle as they please out here. All the referees can do is try to cajole the wrestlers to get back into the ring.
What are we doing?
And wait a minute, reaching under the ring and going for a door? And now the focus, drop kicking the door, sending both Desmond and Jacobs down.
You want doors? You want doors? You can't have.
And the focus, Nick Batiste sliding the door back under the ring. But now right hands from both Desmond and Jacobs onto the focus, Nick Batiste. And wait a minute, here comes DeSangro. Bowls over all three men. DeSangro trying to roll the focus in, but just smashes him head first into the apron and drives Jacobs head first into the ring steps. Third time the charm, finally sliding Desmond into the ring. He ducks the clothesline, looks for the Blue Thunder Bomb. Twitch fights out of it and hits one of his own. Cover two. But rolling out is Desmond. Lucas, Twitch DeSangro, looking to fulfill his dream that he's been aspiring for since he started here at the Monster Factory just shy of a decade ago. Will tonight be that night? As he now has Desmond perched, but now interrupted by the focus, Nick Batiste, who's also climbing up. A double superplex, perhaps. But then Jacobs in with the power bomb on the double suplex. Everybody got a piece of that. Jacobs, the best for wear, hooks both legs on Batiste, who kicks out. And now tries to cover Twitch. Hooks his leg, but only gets a 2 count. Desmond, meanwhile, rolled to the outside. Charging in for clotheslines to the focus, to DeSangro. A House of Fire is the Monster Factory champion. And a side slam clothesline combination. Seeing things out of Travis Jacobs we've never seen before. It is an evolution of the champion. Now a head of steam here. Tried to dive through, but runs into a super tick and a super kick. And a pair from the Focus and DeSangro. And Desmond takes flight. Back tuck plancha to the outside. And now chairs being brought into the fray. I did say this was going to be combustible, but not to this level. Is now driving the chairs into the midsections of all three individuals is Chris Desmond. Just swinging at anything that moves. Well, the crowd chanting "sit them down," but I think that Desmond has other ideas. The crowd wanted doors, and I think Desmond is going to give the people what they want. Now setting up a pair of doors. But DeSangro back up to his feet, but only momentarily. And now DeSangro sent back into the ring. Desmond, springboard, clothesline off the top. And now a side kick to the midsection. Roundhouse, got a piece of it. What a neck breaker from the Heat Seeker. Blue Thunder Bomb. And that sends Lucas rolling to the outside, but now the Focus, Nick Battie with a chair. Hit the rope and right back into himself. Now a lateral press, hooks the right leg of Battie, and DeSangro pulled the referee out before the three. And now a shoving match here between Chris Desmond and Lucas Switch DeSangro. And now trading right forearms for Desmond, a left forearm, and rocket kick. A springboard uppercut from Travis Jacobs. And now looking for the travesty. But DeSangro makes the save. And now no love lost between these two former tag team champions. Going back roughly 7 years ago, it was Travis Jacobs who ended the partnership and ascended to different heights. And DeSangro never got over that. And now escapes the travesty. But a kick, I think that was to the extremely lower abdomen, and now sensory overload. Could this be it here? 2, and Desmond makes the save. Well, the crowd certainly sounding divided. And both Chris Desmond and Lucas Twitch DeSangro fueled on by their respective cheering sections. Trading blows, both men staggered. Double choke slam from the champ. Covers both, and both kick out. And Jacobs calling for another door. All 4 men looking to utilize that door as a gateway to victory here tonight. And Travis Jacobs now with that chain, but DeSangro fought off but knocked down with a fist full of chain. Crowd chanting, chain him up. We haven't seen this kind of brutality between these two since they faced off in an I Quit match at Turkey Slam 2022. Jacobs was victorious that night, and DeSangro had to quit. Drop kick into the table, or the door. Travis Jacobs put through the wood. And now an Oklahoma roll here onto Desmond, but only 2. What a thrust kick, though, from the heat seeker, Chris Desmond. And now Desmond going all the way up. Might we see spiral tap? There it is! Cover him, Desmond. Now is your chance. But no, going back up to the top. And my God! Desmond shoved through the door. Scissor kick from the focus. Nervous breakdown. And we have a new champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official time, 19 minutes, 34 seconds. The winner of this bout and new Master Victory Champion, Lucas Twitch DeSangro.
The near decade-long dream has come true. Lucas Twitch DeSangro has evolved to become Monster Factory Champion. Take a boo, son. A winner is you. What a night here at Evolution of Champions. And congratulations to the new Monster Factory champion, Lucas Twitch DeSangro. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll see you Friday at TRL. And of course, our next big event, Saturday, June 7th, 2 p.m. Eastern, Because We Can. From everyone here at the Monster Factory, thank you for tuning in. I'm Ferran Burgundy. Have a good night, everybody.
Somebody give my man a mic.
Now keep going, I'm a little blown up. Joking. You're goddamn right. I deserve it. 10 years ago, almost 10 years ago, I walked into this place with $3,500 and a chip on my shoulder. And if this was 2 years ago, I wouldn't be having this speech, because I would have let Nick Petit take the pin, and I would have let him walk out as Monster Factory champion. And I couldn't let that happen. When there is no space allowed between what you want and what you're willing to do to get it. And sometimes you gotta sacrifice some blood. Sometimes you gotta do some things that are gonna keep you up at night. Sometimes you have to play by their rules to make it your game. And that is exactly what I did tonight. Because I am now your Monster Factory champion. Thank you.